As the 2025 MotoGP season unfolds, with shocking twists and unexpected underperformers, three-time MotoGP world champion Jorge Lorenzo has stepped into the conversation with a bold and telling analysis. In his latest appearance on Andrea Miño's Mig Babel podcast, the Spanish racing legend didn't hold back when discussing the most talked-about talent on the current grid, Pedro Acosta. The 21-year-old sensation from Mazarón has been in the spotlight ever since he exploded onto the Grand Prix scene in 2021, clinching the Moto3 World Championship in his rookie season.
Welcome to GP Time. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.
By 2023, he had added a Moto2 crown to his trophy cabinet and made a highly anticipated jump to MotoGP in 2024, where he immediately impressed by landing 9 podiums in his rookie year with Red Bull KTM Tech 3. But, 2025 has been a different story. Despite his blistering potential, Acosta's sophomore MotoGP season has hit a wall, largely due to a KTM RC16 that has struggled to stay competitive against the red-hot Ducati Armada. With just one podium in the first 12 rounds, Acosta's name is now at the heart of a swirling rumor mill, with speculation tying him to a move to the Ducati-backed VR46 racing team, or even to Repsol Honda in 2026. Yet in Lorenzo's eyes, Acosta's current machinery isn't the full story. "Of all the young riders I see coming up, the one I like the most is Acosta," Lorenzo said. "If he had a Ducati underneath him, he'd be terrifying. I see him being like Marc Marquez, relentless, fearless, and driven by an obsession to win." Lorenzo's comparison to Marquez isn't made lightly. While Marc Marquez has stunned the paddock with his 2025 resurgence aboard the factory Ducati, racking up a slew of wins and looking virtually unstoppable, Acosta has shown glimpses of that same intensity and hunger. According to Lorenzo, it's that psychological edge that separates the greats from the merely good. He's not satisfied with second or third. That's what makes him special, Lorenzo added. He doesn't ride to collect points, he rides to destroy the field. That killer instinct, however, also comes with risk. While Lorenzo lavished praise on Acosta's raw speed and mental strength, he also made a point to highlight what he believes is the young rider's biggest flaw, an overly aggressive riding style that can sometimes compromise consistency and tire life. "The one weakness I see is that he's a bit extreme when entering corners. He takes very tight lines, even when it's not necessary," Lorenzo explained. "It works in some scenarios. He closes corners with amazing precision, but there are times where he overdoes it." According to Lorenzo, this tendency could cost Acosta in longer races or at circuits that demand a smoother, more flowing approach. If he can learn to dial it back just a bit, to find that sweet spot in mid-corner, he could become a more complete rider overall. Right now, there are a few corners where he's pushing beyond what's optimal. The ongoing uncertainty surrounding Acosta's future continues to dominate paddock conversations. Even though he's under contract with KTM until the end of 2026, insiders suggest there are potential exit clauses in his deal, especially if performance targets aren't met. With Ducati currently fielding the strongest package on the grid and VR46 possibly set to lose Marco Bezzecchi, the door could be opening for Acosta to make a strategic move. Lorenzo, who knows firsthand the power of a Ducati in the right hands, having won 3 races with the factory squad back in 2018, believes the match could be a game-changer. He said, "Put Acosta on a Desmos Adichie, and you're looking at a new championship contender, no doubt about it. He's already dangerous with a struggling KTM. Imagine what he could do with the best bike on the grid." As MotoGP continues its search for the next generational icon in the post-Valentino Rossi era, Pedro Acosta remains one of the sport's most compelling stories. Equal parts talent and tenacity, the 21-year-old has captured the imagination of fans worldwide, but as Lorenzo's comments highlight, the next steps in his career will be crucial. Will Acosta become Ducati's next jewel and follow in the footsteps of Jorge Lorenzo and Marc Marquez? Or will he choose a different path, possibly becoming the face of Honda's long-overdue comeback? One thing is clear. Whatever happens next, Pedro Acosta isn't just another rising star. He's a rider poised to change the game, and Jorge Lorenzo knows it. MotoGP is set to make a historic return to Hungary for the first time in over 3 decades, and the highly anticipated debut of the Balaton Park circuit has already started turning heads, even before a single MotoGP machine has hit the tarmac in anger. Earlier this week, on Tuesday, August 5th, The full Ducati lineup descended on the brand new Hungarian venue for a special track day aimed at familiarizing themselves with the layout and gathering early insights before the upcoming Grand Prix. With all factory and satellite Ducati riders present, the day was part preparation, part celebration, and 100% curiosity. Leading the pack was current championship leader Marc Marquez, who offered his initial impression of the Balaton Park track after logging multiple laps on the Ducati Panigale 5.4S Pro, accompanied by fellow Ducati rider and reigning world champion Francesco Bagnaia, as well as factory test rider Michel Pirro. It was a great day on track with the entire Ducati course squad, Marquez said in Ducati's official press release. "I'm happy. The track layout is unique and unusual. It will require a slightly different riding style. It's a stop-and-go track and you'll need to adapt." Marquez's observation about the track's rhythm highlights the technical nature of the new layout, which blends tight chicanes with short straights, demanding both precision and adaptability. While the full MotoGP machines were prohibited from testing on the circuit due to regulations that ban race bikes from circulating a venue within 15 days of a scheduled Grand Prix, the Ducati riders maximized the opportunity on production superbikes. "The faster you get into the rhythm, the better it gets. And you can really enjoy the speed," Marquez continued. "The tarmac is good, they did a great job. I can't wait to race here with the MotoGP bike." The Balaton Park circuit, located near Lake Balaton in Hungary, represents MotoGP's return to Hungarian soil for the first time since 1992, when the Hungaroring hosted the final race in the 500cc era. Balaton Park, a newly constructed facility, was originally slated to host a round in 2024, but delays in homologation pushed its official debut to 2025. With a 15-turn layout and a lap length of 4.1 kilometers, or about 2.5 miles. The circuit is expected to offer a fresh technical challenge for riders and engineers alike. The return to Hungary isn't just a nostalgic nod. It also marks Dorna's broader strategy to expand MotoGP's global footprint into untapped and passionate markets. With Hungary's strong motorsports heritage and its location near Central Europe, the series hopes Balaton Park becomes a long-term staple. Francesco Bagnaia, fresh off his summer break, seemed to enjoy the day out as much as his teammate. The two-time MotoGP champion even went one step further by revealing his best lap time, a 1:41.468, just 3 seconds off World Speedk's benchmark time of 1:38.357 around the same track configuration. "Getting back on the bike after the holidays is always a pleasure," Bagnaia said. "My first impressions of the Balaton track are good. It's a small circuit and you have to be careful in the chicanes, but I'm satisfied."